So I'd like to start with something very strange, and that is human beings. There's something very, very strange about human beings, and that is that we sometimes don't even listen to ourselves. And just ask yourselves, how many times have you told yourself that I will not eat junk food from tomorrow? Or I will exercise every single day. And then you did the exact opposite. Raise your hands if this has been your experience. Come on, everyone. So imagine, seriously imagine, what would happen if as leaders, coaches or entrepreneurs, we get our team members or our students or community at large to start listening to themselves and stop stopping themselves. What if we could become authentic influencers who can create powerful shifts within people's minds so that they can go faster towards their goals, accomplish what they want in their life? What would that do to that person? That's a strong question each one of us needs to ask ourselves. Now, as leaders, we think that our role is to advise or to tell or maybe to plan and strategize and convince our teams to listen to what we want them to do. But in reality, as leaders, our core role is actually to move people. Now, how do you move people? You move people by influencing them, right? But when we speak about influence, one word comes to our mind: manipulation. Is it okay to influence somebody? We think about these crazy strategies or sales tricks or marketing strategies where we are getting people to do things that they don't want or sell them things that they don't want. Come on, isn't that something we think influencing is, right? So how can we flip that switch? How can we actually start authentically influencing others? Raise your hand here if you have ever been in a conversation or a situation where you have been sold to. You can clearly see that the other person has ulterior motives, is convincing you, tumhe ye karna hai, you should do this, you should do that, and you can see that it's what they want. Come on. Have you all come across a situation like that where parents have told us you have to do this, or teachers or lecturers, and in a situation like that, even if it is something that's good for you, what did you feel when you are being sold an idea? What did you feel? Resistance, right? And an immediate defense system kicks in and you're like, let me find the first opportunity to run from this situation. So when we try to influence anybody, one of the first things that comes to our mind is manipulation. It's like that one time where, a year ago, somebody sold me this very fancy spa membership saying that you cannot live without this membership. And I bought it and I haven't used it in an entire year. And I probably will not renew that membership because it's not something I needed. So manipulation might work short term for you, but long term manipulation does not work for anybody. So how do you flip that switch? You do it by authentically influencing others, not through manipulation, not through sales tactics or scripts. How do you do that? How do you move people authentically? By helping them break barriers and see things that they themselves are not able to see. Look, everybody is limited in some way or the other. It's like a computer that's been functioning for many years. There are so many viruses in it, so many bugs in it. The operation system of the computer isn't updated. The drivers aren't updated, and it is struggling, and so is every single human being. So if as leaders we can get people to stop stopping themselves and flip that switch, we can make a genuine difference to people. How? By reducing resistance. Now, what is resistance? Now, when I said you felt that defense mechanism kick in, that is actually resistance. Let's do a quick activity which will help you understand that better. Okay, so I want you to face the person next to you, whoever is behind front. Find a person and pair up and decide who is A and who is B. Come on, everyone. Who is A and who is B? Quickly. And I want A to raise their hand towards B like this, and I want B to meet that hand in a namaste. Come on, do it. And A, I want you to push B's hand. Push, 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 push. Push and see what happens. Did you see that? The harder you push, the harder the other person pushes back. Resistance is a natural phenomenon. Even if it's good for you and someone's telling what's good for you, when someone pushes, you push back. And a very smart influencer or an authentic influencer has ways to dissolve that resistance at a subconscious level so that people can get to do what is good for them. So what is authentic influence? Authentic influence is that form of influence in which you melt that resistance and you're not selling a product. The other person can genuinely see that you're helping them. You're not hustling, right? Because the moment you hustle, resistance comes up. It's like that the client of mine who said that, Seema, I am going to start marketing my products a year later, whenever I'm ready, whenever I'm prepared. And I asked her that, prepared for what? Are you preparing for success or are you preparing for judgment? And the moment I asked her that question, she realized that she was stopping herself and she doesn't need to please anybody or she doesn't need to get an approval from anybody. The next week, she had her marketing material ready. It wasn't perfect, but she got going, right? So as a leader, one can use powerful influence, authentic influence to impact others. It's like every one of us can think of one teacher or a mentor who we know genuinely cares for us, can't we? Somebody in our life who knew exactly what to say and how to say in a way that we will take action. Come on, have you come across a mentor like that? And every one of us deserves a mentor like that. Now tell me something, how many of you, raise your hand if you consider yourself an authentic person and you want to make a difference to society at large, today or maybe in the future? Come on. You consider yourself an authentic person and you want to make a difference to society at large. Now, if this is your objective and you have raised your hand, then here are 3 ways in which you can become a powerful, authentic influencer. You can learn to flip that switch, move out of that manipulation mindset and go into authentic influencing. How can you do it? 1, intention is everything. Right? You got to see where you're starting, where are you beginning. I have seen many people, they create products or they create services, and many you will in the future as well, and then they try to sell it to people. It's like literally creating something and shoving it down somebody's throat, right? Instead, what if we begin with real life problems? It's like a coach I was working with. She had created a generic relationship coaching product and she was wondering why it isn't selling, why isn't she able to make real impact? Till I helped her niche down and helped her identify a specific area, youth facing heartbreak, something that really exists. So when we start going with an intention to solve real problems, not created problems or imagined problems that maybe this is the problem or this is the problem. Look around yourself, every section, whether it's students or children or parents, marketers, everyone is facing real existential problems. If you can pick a problem like that and your intention is to serve and not sell, resistance automatically comes on. People start listening to you. They start opening up to you because they realize they can trust you, right? So intention, you might say, how will the other person come to know if my intentions are right or not? It seeps through. People get it. If your intention is only personal gain, it seeps through your words, it seeps through your tone, it seeps through your silence. But when your objective is authentic, if you're genuinely wanting to help a person and solve a problem for them, they will get that as well. And even if they don't buy something for you right now, guess what? They will come back to you later on because you become trustworthy. Right? So the first thing is, what is my intention? Is my intention to serve or is my intention to sell? Now, if your intention is to serve, everything becomes easy for you because resistance almost comes down to 0. What else can you do to be an authentic influencer? Now, as a leader, you can do something which a lot of charismatic leaders do. Most people, when they want to influence somebody, what do? They try convincing, right? How many of us have tried convincing? Convincing our parents, convincing our teachers, convincing others, and we all know how well convincing works. It does not work, isn't it? So instead of trying to convince somebody, give them free will, give them control. Rather than telling people what to do, ask them powerful questions that completely shifts their behavior. You can learn to speak directly to somebody's subconscious mind and go beyond logic. It's like that computer I spoke about, right? If there is a virus on your computer, if the operating system is outdated, and it is not going to give you the results you want. So no matter how much telling, advising, or convincing you do to people, they cannot change. Remember, people don't listen to themselves. So even if you try really, really hard to tell, they themselves are not able to do it. So you need to step in as an authentic influencer and change their programming, change what they feel at a subconscious level. How can you do that? You can do that by using some methods from tools like neuro-linguistic programming or conversational hypnosis, or metaphor work, even simple stuff like that, you can use so that you can speak straight there. Now, some people ask me that, is that okay to do that? Is it okay to go straight into somebody's subconscious mind and make a change over there? And I ask them this question, okay? Is it ethical for you to allow your students or your clients or your team members to struggle for days at end? They're struggling with their internal limitations, and all you're doing is advising and telling them and doing nothing deeper? Or is it more authentic to step in as a leader with powerful tools and strategies, help them overcome things that they themselves are not able to overcome? Do you know how much people struggle with their internal limitations? What if as a leader you had the tools to break through that? It reminds me of another coach that I was working with who said that, Seema, I have given up my entire life for my children, I've given up my career, and I am, it's too late for me now, right? I used some of these strategies and I went deep into her subconscious mind and shifted her identity from I am just a homemaker who has lost her life to I am a person with powerful life experiences and skills, and I can now use that to help other women. And today she is a thriving women's coach. So you too can learn how to be that powerful, authentic influencer who can go straight within somebody's subconscious mind. I'll give you another reason why you should learn how to speak to somebody's subconscious mind. Another quick activity, okay? I want you to clasp your hands like this, everybody. Awesome. Now, just check which thumb is coming on top. Like for me, it's the left one. You're normal either ways, okay? Now, I want you to unclasp your fingers and clasp it in a way that the other thumb should come on top. Come on, do it. And tell me, how does this new way of holding hands feel? Odd, uncomfortable, doesn't feel right. And what is the most natural thing you feel like doing now? Going back to the old way, which shows us that even if change is good, there is resistance. People want to change, don't you? Everybody wants to take action, wake up in the morning, do their best, not have these obsolete belief systems and habits and behaviors that hold them back. Nobody likes all that. But resistance, internal resistance. So as an authentic influencer, your role is to get into somebody's subconscious mind authentically to get them what they want, not what you want. Remember, you're not selling, you're helping, right? And you make the new behavior natural. And when you make the new behavior natural, this new behavior becomes their self, so there is no going back. How many of you believe that, option one, I want to make a temporary change in a person, so that they're just taking action now, or I want to make a permanent change in the people I work with so that they are getting long-term results? Which option will you choose? Second, obviously, right? And that is what this helps you do. So you need certain strategies, learn certain strategies with which you can go deeper, work with people. The third is remove blind spots. If you want to be an authentic influencer, learn to remove blind spots, which means whether it's in your marketing campaign or you're selling something or just having a conversation with a friend, help that person see things, have realizations and breakthroughs that they themselves cannot have. Many a times it's like we're wearing those horse blinders and we know something isn't working. People know something isn't working, but they just can't see it. But as an authentic influencer, if you can get that person to see things. For example, another coach that I was working with said that, Seema, she's been coaching for 2 years now and doing complete organic marketing, right? And she said that I'm getting a few clients, not as much as I should be getting, but at least I didn't lose any money because I'm not doing any paid marketing. So she was strangely contented with not being successful. So I thought about it and I asked her a question. I said, okay, tell me, even a year ago, if you had learned how to authentically influence people, if you had picked the right set of people who genuinely need your service, not a created or imagined one, but some people who are there waiting for your support, and you had gotten them into your system, made a profound difference to them, and you had started making even a couple of lakhs a month as a coach, how much income have you lost in the last 1 year? And more importantly, how many people have you failed to serve in the last 1 year? The moment I asked her this question, I saw her eyes pop open like that. Her perspective shift when she realized that I was focusing on not losing money, but in fact, I have actually not made a difference to so many people. She instantly started taking action and serving more people authentically. So as authentic influencers, we have more power than we give ourselves credit. Now, as business leaders, we can use authentic influence to align our teams with the value systems of organizations. As entrepreneurs, you can and you must use authentic influence to attract the right clients and solve real life problems. As coaches, you must use authentic influence to bring about deeper transformative results with your clients, results that are going to last. And even as a student or someone who just interacts with a lot of people every day, you can and you must use authentic influence to leave that other person and condition that person to take action. Imagine if each one of us could be that for each other. That would be amazing, isn't it? So just for a moment, I want you to close your eyes, okay, and bring to your mind, come on, do it, close your eyes, and bring to your mind one person that you would like to authentically influence, a friend, a family member, someone who is struggling with something that you genuinely want to make a difference to. And imagine that you didn't have to convince this person. Imagine that you could ask them powerful questions and go into their mind and help them see things, remove their blind spots. And as you do that, watch this person break through their limitations, smiling, taking action, getting better results in their life. And as you do all this for this person you genuinely care about, get in touch with that feeling that you have within your heart right now, that feeling of genuine contentment that you feel when you make a genuine, authentic difference to somebody else. And as you open your eyes now, keep your hand on your heart and just say to yourself that influence is good as long as I am being authentic. Influence is good as long as my intentions are right, and I must know how to influence others, because that is our job as leaders, is not to convince, not to push, not to strategize. All of them are okay, that's mediocre leadership, right? But when you start authentically, powerfully influencing people, that's when you create really powerful change. And every one of us needs this kind of a leader in our life. Every one of us needs a mentor or a trainer. Imagine if this world did not have people like this. People who go beyond usual telling and advising and who actually challenge your perceptions. People who have the way to speak that they go straight into your mind, help you break through your limitations and make you take actions, and you feel like, wow, how did that happen? I just spoke to this person and I'm able to break through. How many of you believe that this is the kind of skill that is necessary for every leader? It is, isn't it? So the world needs more such authentic influencers. So in your marketing, in your sales, in your teaching, in your work, whatever you're doing, when it stems from authentic influence, you create a powerful ecosystem of trust. Here we are not talking about selling stuff, we are talking about the greater good. All of you raised your hand when I asked you, do you consider yourself to be that authentic person who wants to make a difference to the world at large? And when you raised your hand, it gave me a hope, because as future leaders or current leaders, remember, this is your role. When you learn to do authentic influence, your client wins, you win, and the world wins at large, because you're solving real world problems and your intentions are right. So I'd like to end by you placing your hand on your heart and saying again to yourself, if you never forget this in your lifetime, that influence is good. Say that to yourself. Influencing is good as long as I'm being authentic. Influencing is good as long as my intentions are right. That's my time. Thank you very much. Thank you.